Kia ora koutou katoa. Hello, this is Lesley, Ormsby, psychic medium healer, spiritual teacher or spiritual mystical teacher of spiritual things and so much more. Anyway, so this video is really about, sweeping or energetic sweeping. And, it's nothing new about, about sweeping energy, sweeping energy for a lot of us healers and readers who are out there. And if you understand, the action behind sweeping, whether it be in a physical way or in a energetic way, it's like it's been around for centuries, sweeping. But I'm more going towards this talk is more about energetic sweeping. And, lately I've found myself being more, I suppose more, what is the word? I had this word in my mind, it's just gone now. More particular about sweeping. And when I say particular, I mean taking more note of why I'm sweeping. And lately, because I suppose because of this energy, and when I really think about it, it's kind of prompted me to, clear doorway spaces and, be more mindful of that, or more proactive in that is the word I think I'm looking for, and keeping the doorway entrances clear, decluttered and clear of any sort of debris. And, by physically sweeping and clearing out, those, spaces, we're shifting energy as well, not just physical debris, but energetic debris as well. And so it's become, in a way, quite an important thing for me to be doing and, be taking note of, so much so that I've, I've just been doing my son's, front door and back door part of the property. So, and just helping to clear that space and, keep the whole space clear and cleansed in that sort of way. But I guess, and this is why I'm talking about it, I guess for some of us and some of you out there who do sweep, you may not have actually, consciously thought about the energetic side about it, but and so like I say, I noticed that I've been more particular about, we're more proactive with it, and thinking more about about why I'm doing it and what I'm why I'm doing it basically, and when I'm doing it. So and the purpose of it. But on saying, like I say, that it's the purpose. I'm just trying to get to explain. The purpose really was more from a physical level, where I was thinking about it, but also realizing the energetic level, but not really paying as much attention to that. So you may be in that space yourself, and which is why I'm making this video, because it was a couple of days ago, because I was just it occurred this article, I noticed this article had come up about energetic sweeping, and they talk about, energetic sweeping as in, not just, like with the physical broom and the physical debris that's there as well. But, and you will have memories, and this is what this has brought up for me. This article has brought up as memories of my grandmother, sweeping when I was very, very little. I didn't unfortunately get to know her very well when she was alive, because I was only quite little. But I noticed my mother and my father, but mostly my mother, sweeping, in the door, the front door and the back door, well, pretty much any doorway, entranceway, which makes sense. I haven't yet asked her if she does that more so on a physical level, or is it just on a physical level, or she's actually keeping in mind or thinking about the, on a spiritual level or energetic level, and that. But knowing in her, it could be both. But anyway, so for me, it's like being a really interesting, learning about that, you could say, or remembrance of it. And so, well, hence this is why I'm sharing this with you. So, like, we perform that act of sweeping without too much thought about, the energetic side of it. And we instead nowadays we vacuum. And as you will know, depending on, yourself, that in many different cultures and religions, they do perform that act of sweeping, and whether it be on the front porch or the back porch, and every morning and or every night. But I think mostly, if I remember right, it was mostly every morning that that is done or would be, I've seen being done. But heck, I'm saying that you could do it at night as well. And it is, regarded as an act, a ritual act of important cleansing ritual act that prepares the ground for new energy on every level, like whether it be physically, spiritually, mentally, or emotionally. And, obviously with the purpose behind that being to sanctify a space and prepare it for a new ceremony or a new energy, to make way for a new energy to come into that place. And it's about, about clearing out, basically, and a word that has been used in this article is astral build-up, which totally makes sense. And that is, made by the presence of us humans. So, so it's been a really interesting, couple of days, and after doing that, hearing that. And so anyway, basically, and it reminded me of, when I do clearing, energetic clearing, in my healing work. And whether it be healing work on a person or on an animal or on myself or in a property, there's healing work or on a house or a property, of that sweeping motion, sweeping, clearing, energetic sweeping that I do. And I thought, wow. So anyway, and I have actually used, twigs, or, not so much twigs, but branches with some leaves on it to do sweeping before. And you will have seen it, like I say, this is nothing new, but you will have seen it on different, programs or movies and documentaries, even in your own culture about it. So, and like I say, it's kind of been like a bit of a lost art for some of us. So whether it be, so I'm moving more towards like the broom, like that we use to sweep the debris. It doesn't necessarily have to be a broom like that you're sweeping like energetically. So I'm more talking about the spiritual, on a spiritual level, of course, and not so much, sweeping dust or dirt, but and you can create your own broom. So or a natural broom, which is what I have done in the past, like I mentioned before, about within a healing process, or cleansing sort of process as well on properties or people and that sort of thing. So, and even like smudging and saging, it's like I have used like, small branches with a few leaves on it. But this one is one I've chosen today, and I'm actually currently in the process, a bit at a time, pruning a tarata tree back. And I thought, oh, you know what, I'm seeing as I'm chopping you back, I might as well use you today to, energetically sweep around my property, or, the house and the garage. So I thought, in my workspace. So this is it. This is my my broom for today, and my energetic sweeper for today. So typically, moving on, you could make your own broom, with a bough or, a bigger, thicker branch, and add some bits and pieces, some twigs or leaves or whatever to your broom, and you can create, I don't know, you can put ribbons and gemstones on it. It's up to you to make it your special broom for energetic sweeping. For me at the moment, I'm just going to, use, these branches that I have been cutting off through the pruning process for the moment, but I am going to save some of that wood, those branches, to create my own broom, actually, and over time, decorate it and form it into a broom, my energetic sweeper. So, sweeping each morning is a good time because it prepares the ground for the new day. And according to the notes here that I've written from this article and other bits of information that I have resourced, and that, so it's clearing, sweeping every morning prepares the ground for the new day, and it's good to prepare like at the same time every day, and because it deepens our awareness of the importance of letting go of the past to welcome the present. So, which makes sense, doing that, because like it's just like a meditation, and we get in a regular space, we do it, at a regular time. We're more, it creates like that intention and that space of like, this is when we're going to do it, and this is in a meeting place, basically, in a time to I want to say ceremony, to do this, do the ceremony. Okay. I'm just talking to spirit. So, and basically, so then we create that space. We leave that space that we are clearing and cleansing, feeling nice and clear and cleansed, and also opens the door to be able for us to bring in the new and manifest in, what we want and what we need that day by clearing the energy. Like that's why it'll be in the morning as well, because you're clearing and cleansing what's happened in the night or that whole day from that space, and day and night. But I mean, like I'm also hearing from spirit that you could do it at night if you're wanting to clear the space away, from the day to rest, so you have a nice slumber during the night, but there's no reason why you can't do it in the morning. But typically here on these notes, it's like clearing and cleansing, doing the sweeping in the morning for a nice, bright, fresh new day to manifest in the new and what you want and or need. So anyway, and you're releasing the old and welcoming in the new. That's pretty cool. Okay, I feel like we're finished now. I'm just like waiting for them to say something more, add something more to it, but they're not going to. So anyway, I've just got this here, sorry. What else? I feel like there's something more to say, but I don't. They're just wanting to say, also to bring in that energy of, or make sure that you're doing it with the right intention. That thoughts of love, peace, harmony, and joy, like that excitement and adventure when you're doing it, and definitely with the love. Because if you're doing it and going back to those thoughts, is having the right thoughts in place when you're shifting the energy out there. Because when we bring in love, it's more likely to be love energy that you're shifting it with and you're allowing in. Okay, awesome. Anyway, have a go. Let me know how if you have any more tips on that one or anything else to share with that. And I'm sure not only myself would be interested in your experiences with it and what you know about it. Your nanny might have been doing it. So, feel free to share what you want to share about that. That'd be really cool. Anyway, God bless you. Bye for now.